Paranoia is a game. It's based on someone's actual own experiences about having their hair all be touched by strangers while they're traveling. The gameplay mostly revolves around just touching, removing people's hands from your hair and trying to kick them out. The absurdity of it really showcases the problem, though, is like the amount of hands and how much keeps throwing them at you, so much so that you can't focus on anything else. It kind of represented the problem by showing it through an exaggerated and humorous style of gameplay, but it's still a very real problem. I actually tried playing this on a Firefox browser, and I guess it wasn't optimized for that because I couldn't actually beat the first level because it was running at like half the frames. So, but the timer was still going down the same amount, so I couldn't actually reach the bar in time. Interestingly, these locations don't really matter too much, just the ending point where you get to. I always found it easier just to move the mouse back and forth to click, because it's faster than pushing down the arrow buttons. As the levels keep going up, the amount of hands progressively keeps increasing.
So nice. So fluffy.
The bar mechanic has a pretty counterbalance between preventing spamming the button to prevent all hands coming down.
Can I touch it?
The main goal prevents if you keep missing the hands, or if you let the hands touch you in the first place, then it actually lowers the bar, making sure that you don't actually finish them. This one is a little strange because this scenario
Nice.
is a little strange if you notice about traveling. I'm not sure there's something you're really trying to grab your hair and then or something like that.
Is it attached to your head?
Yeah, voice line is pretty funny though. Very much so indicative of the random intrusions of privacy. I think at this point it's already ramping up to the same degree.
Ooh.
And then the last part here is the hardest. I may have to try to focus during this part. I don't think I got through this part without any spamming.
So nice. So fluffy. Can I touch it?
Nice.
The message at the end also indicates the experience that Black women go through when traveling through randomness. I would assume that even like just outside or places that don't have lots of diversity, this is even a bigger problem than just traveling in America. Or places that are used to this, it probably gets even worse there. The game really takes I read an article about this as well, and obviously it was based off the creative director's own experiences with intrusions of privacy because of her hairstyle, just randomly during it. And while a very, very specific type of interaction to base the game off of, it's still poignant to understand where they're coming from. The issue with travel in the first place, and also just just experience like this is specific to Black women with their different hairstyles. It's really strange. I would say it's akin to like people randomly also just touching your stomach if you're pregnant or something like that. It's very intrusive and overall unpleasant experience. The amount of random hands that keep coming at you, and the sudden amount of I'd say it instills a sense of panic in you when you're trying to get rid of all these hands. I'd also say that it helps instill the idea that this is like a never-ending kind of cycle, or a never-ending kind of experience when you're traveling. You always have to be on guard for this kind of stuff. So it's very enlightening to see something I actually had no idea was an issue in the first place, have the whole game me out of it. It's not an incredibly deep game, but it's a fun concept and also helps drive home the point about this very one specific horrible interaction that the author had to go through. So it did a great job at explaining that with the pretty fun overall controls and the snappiness. So, give me a lot to think about for my own prototype.